Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know that I haven't been around for the last couple of weeks. I didn't post a video last Friday. I've just been really busy. So every so often I won't be able to, put a video up every week. I'm going to try my absolute best, but I had life get in the way, but I am back, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite products from April. Now, April was an interesting month just in the fact that I kind of just got stuck into a rut. Not really, but I really went for like just a really basic eye or whatnot. I didn't experiment a whole lot, and when I did, I only used something like once and then I never used it again during the month. So I did reorganize all of my makeup in my dressing room, and that's kind of allowed me to start trying out more makeup more often. Like, I don't reach for the exact same thing every single day, just because I don't actually remember where everything is in my collection now because I've moved it all around. So this month I actually went back to some loved products that I've used for years and years, and they kind of got put to the back because of other new products, but I rediscovered them because I did change around my makeup collection. So I have mainly some makeup stuff, a little bit of a skincare, but it still has a link back to makeup, one nail product, and then I also thought, just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better, I am going to tell you just a couple things that I've been enjoying during the month, whether it be music or TV shows, movies, etc. So yeah, so keep watching if you want to see what I've been loving during the month of April. First up, I had said that there is a skincare product, but that it kind of ties back to makeup, and it's because it's the combination of the H&M All Day Foundation with the fresh Sea Berry facial oil. Now, I've talked about both of these products individually, either here on this channel or on my blog, but it's when I put them together that the real magic happens. Whenever I wear this foundation with the facial oil, I get compliments all the time on how great my skin looks, and it's really just the two combined that makes that magic happen. So I put my pump and a half of the foundation on the back of my hand, and then I'll add 2 drops of the facial oil to the foundation, and then I just mix it with the end of a makeup brush, and then I apply it around my face, and then I blend out with my beauty blender. This foundation is fantastic for a lot of different skin types. I've talked about it before. My friend Samantha, she uses it and she's really oily skin, but yet I can still use it on my drier skin. But when you add the facial oil to this foundation, it makes it even better for a dry-skinned person. So I highly recommend trying that out. It doesn't have to be this face oil, and it doesn't necessarily have to be this foundation, but if you have drier skin, always give it a try before you give up on a foundation to add a couple drops of an oil to it, because it just makes the foundation incorporated into your skin a lot better. That's what your skin wants. It wants some oils with it. So yeah, really great, and it doesn't separate or anything throughout the day. It actually makes my foundation last even longer than it would have if I would just use the foundation on its own. Okay, so next up, I actually have another foundation, because when I wasn't wearing the H&M and face oil combination, I was always wearing the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Foundation. Now, you can only get this in the States, you can't get it in Canada. So whenever I went to the States in the past, I would always stock up on this, and I'd pick up 2-3 bottles just so I'd always have it. Now, I haven't been using it for a really long time because I found that it wasn't sitting right on my skin. For some reason, it was wearing off really quickly, and I just really wasn't liking it. So I tried a whole bunch of different foundations, and then I realized I had an extra bottle in my collection, so I figured, why not give it a try again? And I am absolutely in love once again. This is a nice lightweight foundation. It's light to medium coverage. You can build it up. If you have dry skin, this foundation is absolutely fantastic. If you have oily skin, stay clear of this foundation. It does give a very dewy appearance. So if that's what you're looking for, I highly suggest this. Okay, so next up, I had said that I kind of got into a little bit of a rut this month with just trying to pick really neutral eyeshadows, but then I would experiment every so often, and the shadow that I would always reach for, and you'll soon be able to tell that I always reach for it, for those days that I didn't really want to wear a ton of makeup, is the Elizabeth Mott Pop Goes the Shadow in Champagne. This is the perfect champagne shade for me. I absolutely love it. I've hit pan on this baby, like big time. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag way back when I actually still subscribed to that, but this shadow is just the perfect color. It's a really great formula. It stays all day. I'm just really impressed with. I think I'm gonna have to buy another one of these once I run out completely, because this is the shade that I rely on when I'm just going for like a champagne shadow across the lid and a little bit of brown in the crease. This is the shadow I reach for time and time again. Okay, so next up, I have something that I've had for the last couple of years actually, and it's actually a favorite all the time. So it's not necessarily that it was an April favorite, but rather it's a favorite of my life. I have been reaching for it though a lot more in April, just because spring is coming and I really want like nice light pink colors, and not that it looks like this at all. I'm in full fall mood right now, but it is what it is. But it's the Bobbi Brown blush in Coral Sugar, number 45. These blushes are amazing. The pigmentation is great. I love the formula of it. It's not powdery at all. It blends in super well. And I really don't hear anyone talk about Bobbi Brown blushes at all. Like maybe more so the cream blushes. I know that those have a really big following, but these powder blushes are awesome. I highly recommend that you go check it out. If you are in Canada, Sephora does have them, but Holt Renfrew has a larger selection in terms of shades, so you can give that a go. I believe the Bay also has Bobbi Brown, so you can give that a try as well. But yeah, these blushes, really great. It's just a really great staple color. It goes really well with any type of look, especially during spring and summer, and I know that I'll be reaching for it a lot more come the warmer weather. Okay, so the last makeup item that I have for this month's favorites is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in Creeper. Now, I recently just blogged about this on my favorite matte lipsticks, but really in that post I was talking about the Ultra Matte lips in general, but this shade I've worn 5 times this month, I want to say. Yeah, and the fact that it's a bold red, that's really saying something. Actually, whenever I went to a Yankee game this past month, the Yankees were in town playing the Blue Jays, I actually wore a red lip each day, and it was actually this one, because I know that I can rely on this one to not move at all. Put a little lip liner on beforehand, put this baby on, I'm good for the day. Now, my lips do dry out a little bit throughout the day when I wear it. It does wear off a little bit on like the inner part of the mouth, but I can deal. I also wore this to the Canadian Fragrance Awards last week with Dave Lackey. I do have a vlog of that. It will either be up before this video or I will plan for it to go up shortly after this video. One of the two, just depends on my timing. But it lasted for the entire night, and I was eating and drinking for the entire night, and this thing just lasts. Like, I love it. It's a perfect blue toned red. I can wear it any day if I really want to. People always compliment me on this shade. I actually just put in an order for ColourPop over the weekend when they had the 20% off sale, and it was actually, I kind of wanted to get a backup of this, but I figured, no, I'll wait a little bit. But yeah, if you're looking for a really great red matte lipstick, definitely give the ColourPop one a try. It is probably my favorite shade from the entire range that I've tried. Okay, so last product that I'm going to talk to you about today is something that I use every single time that I do my nails. Now, it's not my top coat, it's not my base coat, it's a cuticle remover. And I think this is really the key to keeping your nails looking really good, is if you keep care of your cuticles. So I know that I talked previously about using cuticle oil, but every time I use a mani, or I do a mani, I use this cuticle remover, and it's from the Face Shop. I think I got this in a swap one time, and I was like, well, I might as well give it a try. And I'm so happy that I picked it up. All I do is I apply it to my cuticle area once I've removed my nail polish, and then I take a cuticle pusher and I actually scrape down the length of my nails, and it removes all of this like dead skin, and it's really gross. And then I'll just remove that with like a tissue or something, and then I'll take cuticle trimmers and trim around my cuticles. I know that some people don't like that, but I just do it to remove any of the excess like skin bits. This is really gross, but yeah. The Repair Nails Cuticle Remover, I'm gonna need a new bottle soon because I'm almost run out, but it's a miracle of like what this can remove from your cuticle area. Really great product, and I would assume it's actually pretty reasonably priced because it is the Face Shop. You can find them online, or there are stores now in Canada as well. Okay, so those were the products that I was loving this month. Like I had said, I wanted to just share with you a couple things that I've been loving this month in general. So not beauty related, but more like lifestyle or things like that. Now, I don't know if this can really count because it came out on April 29th, which means I only enjoyed it for 2 days in April. But if you know me, you know that I'm talking about the new Drake album. It is so good. So he came out with Views on April 29th, technically the 28th because it dropped before the Zane Lowe interview on Apple Music. I actually rushed home from the Canadian Fragrance Awards so that I could listen to that interview. I am probably one of the biggest Drake fans you'll ever meet. I love that man so much. His music has gotten me through so much throughout the last, I would say, 6 years or so. But yeah, so I listened to that interview. I tried my best to listen to the entire album before I went to sleep, but I did have to get up for work. So I listened to half and then listened to the rest of it in the morning at work. So a lot of people have asked me what I think of the album and kind of where it fits within his discography. I feel like it's a combination of Nothing Was the Same plus Take Care. Take Care is obviously, in my opinion, his best album. Nothing Was the Same was probably sonically his best album. And when you mix the two, you now have Views. You can tell that he's grown a lot as an artist. There's some really great songs in there that are super catchy, already stuck in my head. But yeah, if you haven't listened to it yet, I know that on today, actually, as you're probably watching this video on May 6th, I think that that's when physical copies are available. You can buy it on iTunes already. I have Apple Music, so I already have it. But yeah, loved Views, and I really hope that you guys check it out. I'll leave some links in like to YouTube or something of some of the songs if they're still up there, of some of my favorites. But yeah, check out Drake's album Views. Okay, so last but not least, it's a piece of technology, and it is my Apple iPad Pro. I've had this since Christmas. They are expensive. I did get mine through work as our Christmas gift, which is amazing. I use it for social media. I use it for blogging. I use it for my email. I use it for text messages. I stream Apple Music from it. I stream television shows from it. I watch baseball games on it. I literally use this thing every single day. I also really like the app Texture. It's a magazine reading app, so you pay $10 or $16 a month, and you get access to a lot of different magazines. So if you do like magazine reading, I do highly recommend that app as well for an iPad, or you can also, I think, read on your phone as well. I don't know what I did without it. It's really funny how a piece of technology can really change how you approach day to day. It also helped me secure Drake tickets for his tour in the summer / OVO Fest here in Toronto. So I was super happy about that. That's also a favorite, is that Ticketmaster app on the iPad, also on the phone. I find it's a lot easier to get tickets that way nowadays rather than the website. The website gets bombarded with people, and for some reason the apps seem to be able to handle that, or like kind of reroute around the website so that you can get tickets fast, and most of the time they don't fail on you, whereas the website seems to be a little bit finicky. But yeah, this iPad has gotten me through a lot this month, whether it be, watching baseball or getting Drake tickets. Yeah, it's been absolutely fantastic, and I do highly recommend, if you've been looking for a tablet, I do recommend the iPad, although I am an Apple girl, so I will recommend anything Apple to anyone at any time. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed seeing what I've been loving for the month of April, beauty and not beauty included. As we speak right now, I am in Chicago, so please make sure to check out my Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, all of which will be linked down below, and you can see my adventures in Chicago. I'm going to see 2 baseball games. I will actually be at 2 baseball games today, Friday. I have an afternoon game for the Cubs versus the Nationals, and then I have the White Sox versus the Twins at night. I'm really excited. I'm trying to hit all of the baseball stadiums. I'll also be doing some exploring. I'm going to go to Ulta, Target, things like that. So I'm really excited. I've never been to Chicago. So if you have any recommendations, make sure to tweet me. I hope that you guys have a great month of April. I hope that the month of May is even better. I know for me, the month of May is going to be fantastic. Heck, I'm in Chicago right now. Next week is Gen Beauty, so make sure to watch out for that on my Snapchat and social media. After that, it's a long weekend in Canada, and then I get to have a religious experience. aka go see Beyonce in concert. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to this channel. I promise that I will do my best to have videos every single week, just sometimes life gets in the way. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat so you can see what I get up to this month. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the day. See you soon. Bye!